Mr. President, can you tell us, sir, Donald Trump refers to himself as a political prisoner and blames you directly. What's your response to that, sir?
The president reportedly said, and I emphasize reportedly said, that those who sign up to serve instead of doing something more lucrative are suckers.
I want to address what is quite clearly fake news. The story in The Atlantic has been categorically debunked by eyewitnesses and contemporaneous documents.
There is nobody that feels more strongly about our soldiers, our wounded warriors, our soldiers that died in war than I do.
He cares about this country. More importantly to me, he cares about my son, cares about the military.
He's been so caring to me and my family.
And two, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Just clap for that, you stupid bastard.
Well, now come these upsetting images of hundreds of troops sleeping on the floor of a parking garage. And if this makes your blood boil, you are not alone.
President Biden facing backlash for what critics are calling a lack of respect after walking out on a distinguished veteran during a Medal of Honor ceremony at the White House.
In reference to the checking of his watch, that didn't happen just once. That happened on every single one that came out of that airplane.
I actually leaned into my son's mother's ear and I said, I swear to God, if he checks his watch one more time, and that was only probably 4 times in, I couldn't look at him anymore after that. I found it to be the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen.
President Biden, he's often called the consoler-in-chief. He does talk to families who've lost loved ones because of his own experiences. Have you experienced that from him as you've been coping with the death of Nicole?
No.
Have you spoken to him?
No, he has not reached out to our family. We've actually reached out to the White House and have never heard back.
2 minutes later, he walks in with him and Jill Biden and their little entourage of people and like photographer. And right away, like, remember him coming up to me, trying to shake my hand, try to shake my right hand. And I look at him, and I'm like, I don't have an arm. And my left arm is in this big cast with this giant orange foam block around it. I completely immobile. All I can do is move my head. My arm's gone. I'm like, I don't have an arm. And he says, oh, and like kind of stands up and then like goes over to reach for my fingers because about an inch of my fingers are showing, and just like grabs my fingers. Doesn't greet me or anything, just that's what happened, just grab my fingers. Almost immediately starts talking like about how their son served in the military. Doesn't say anything about what happened, just starts talking about how their son served in the military. And my mom is just like, she's furious at this point, and they're like taking pictures and stuff. And she was like, my mom said this, she was like, I don't give a f***. I don't care what you guys do. She's like, you better take care of him for the rest of his life. And he comes over to me and he leans over me. And I have a picture of this to prove it. I'll show you this picture that I have. And he leans over me and he's like this close to my face. And he's like, what do you want? And I said,
what do you want?
I said, what? He said, what do you want? And I'm just like confused, and I just got blown up. I just fucking saw my friends die next to me, and like, I just want to be myself.
We have a president who does not understand those solemn moments. He is a master at capturing the anger of the American people, but he is not skilled at capturing the hearts and the minds and the souls of the American